There's an element that you can add to your garden that will greatly increase the productivity, and it's chickens. I have 4 chickens, Lucy and Ethel, Gracie and Sarah. They're rescue chickens. There's Sarah. I call her Fluffy Butt. Chickens are so much more than just their eggs. I just got chickens a few months ago, so I'm not an expert, but I have learned a lot through trial and error and from research and just getting to know the chickens. Chickens aren't as dumb as people think. They have a language all their own. They don't just say cluck cluck. They talk to each other, they coo, they get really excited when I come with food and speak a whole other language, and they stick together in packs. They travel around the yard in this little group of 4, and 2 of them are actually super codependent, and if they lose sight of each other for too long, they get panicked and start making a little panic sound, but then as soon as they catch sight of each other again, they're fine. And then at night, they all head safely back to their coop because everything wants to eat a chicken, except for me. And they have a really symbiotic relationship to the garden. I think people always think of chickens as just egg machines, but they are a really beneficial part of any garden. Here are some ways that chickens are part of a permaculture garden. Chickens create compost. You know those big expensive bags that you buy at the garden store of chicken poop? Well, they create it for free. All that yummy, gushy stuff you can just put right in your compost, and it makes the soil really, really nutrient rich. Another reason is that chickens turn the compost pile. We have a rotating compost, so it doesn't really apply, but when you actually have a compost that chickens can get into, they will aerate it for you. And they'll eat and turn it over, and what that does is it aerates the compost and makes it turn into compost faster. Chickens are amazing pest control. All those bugs that love to chow on your plants, well, the chickens love to chow on them. Your plants will be much healthier because chickens are always eating the bugs. I've also noticed a decrease in the amount of ticks in the backyard because of the chickens. And finally, chickens can till the garden. So they love to dig, and so they're constantly turning up the soil that you have in the garden. As bio-intensive planting has taught us, one of the best things you can do for your garden is to make sure the soil is loose and aerated so that the roots can go down and get effective nutrients. Chickens do that naturally. They love to dig up stuff, and so they're constantly tilling the garden for you. Chickens also make weeding fun. I didn't know this before I got chickens, but chickens love to eat weeds and grass. And so when you're pulling up all these weeds, you can just give them right to your chickens. I love my chickens. I'm not gonna eat them. I do eat their eggs, but I also make sure to provide a lot of healthy, happy nutrients for them. And it's really simple. Chickens are a lot easier to take care of than you would think. All you have to do is make sure you give them plenty of cold, clean drinking water, make sure they have food out all day, and make sure that nothing can get in their coop because a lot of pests and a lot of squirrels and birds will try to get in there, as well as predators, and you just want to keep it really safe for them. And that's it. Message me if you have any questions about chickens, and check out my blog on the Years Project about this very thing.